Teacher pre-service training begins, and NIA offers fee amnesty for non-nationals living on the island. The details on these stories and more after the break.
Family fun days are here. Now is the time for movie marathons, tasty treats, and outdoor fun. At Courts, we have the TVs, appliances, grills, pools, and more to make your home the place to be. Get it all today with no cash when you shop with Courts Ready Finance. Family fun days are on now. Get what you need at Courts, bringing value home. Offer ends July 23rd. Conditions apply.
Mosoka, 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 mosoka.
Hello and welcome to the ZIZ Channel 5 newscast. I'm Carla Berridge. St. Kitts and Nevis is being represented at the 43rd regular meeting of CARICOM heads of government being held this week in Suriname. The Federation is being represented by Commissioner to CARICOM, Ambassador Sydney Osborne, and Assistant Secretary in the Regional Integration and Diaspora Unit in the Office of the Prime Minister, Samuel Berridge. During the meeting's opening ceremony on Sunday, CARICOM Secretary General Dr. Carla Barnett said chief among the priority areas for the region are food security, the impact of climate change, greater access to climate financing, and creating opportunities to develop the skills of the youth. The beginning of the 2022 pre-service training designed for prospective teachers was signaled by an opening ceremony at the Immaculate Conception Catholic School on Monday. The training is guided by the theme Education for All, Embracing Change, Securing the Future. The courses will take place from July 5th to 14th. Chief Education Officer Francil Morris spoke of the importance of this type of training.
So pre-service training is intended to prepare you or prospective teachers to become dynamic classroom teachers. Our sessions will not teach you everything that you will expect as you enter the classroom in September. Nevertheless, our facilitators will not simply hold theoretical discussions or give lectures about theories. Rather, they will ensure that our sessions are interactive and will present practical examples that you can immediately utilize once you are engaged in the classroom for the 2022-2023 school year.
In giving an overview of the program, Education Officer Janelle Williams-Jacobs outlined the primary purpose of the training.
1. Afford applicants who have met the entry requirements with an opportunity to receive a realistic job preview which would allow them to determine their fit or suitability for a teaching position within the Ministry of Education. 2. Allow the Ministry of Education personnel a means of enlightening prospective teachers with information pertinent to the teaching profession. This two-week training exercise follows best practices in teacher education programs.
Referring to teaching as a noble profession, Minister of Education, Honorable Vincent Byron, thanked those persons who are showing their interest in becoming teachers and encouraged them to do their best during the training.
It's the hallmark of a good teacher that you are patient with those under your charge. Kindness, goodness, faithfulness to your calling, gentleness, and self-control. Truth be told, we'll not be able to offer all of you a position immediately, Nonetheless, you must be prepared and ready to seize the opportunities as they become available. I urge you to spend the next 2 weeks learning all that you can about teaching. Participate well, impress your trainers, and give an excellent account of yourselves.
Following the opening session, candidates were required to sit a literacy and numeracy exam, the pass mark of which is 75%. Premier of Nevis Honorable Mark Brantley says the amnesty for arrears of payment for work permits, annual residency and visa extensions, which took effect on Friday, is intended to bring relief to the non-national community living and working in Nevis. The amnesty, which the Nevis Island Administration announced in June, allows non-nationals on the island who are in arrears for work permits and residencies to pay a flat fee of $1,500 for the outstanding time in its entirety up to December 31st, 2019. During his monthly press conference on June 30th, Premier Brantley encouraged non-nationals to seize the opportunity to get themselves regularized.
So what we're saying to those individuals who have been here and have not had a work permit or have not regularized themselves for some years, that we're asking you to come in now and to pay a flat fee of $1,500. So let us say, for example, that you did not have a permit for the last 5 years. I'm just drawing a reference. If you were asked to pay up for that, you would have to pay $2,500 times 5. And that by my math is $12,500. So we're saying we won't do that. Pay a flat fee of $1,500. Get your stamps, get regularized. And then you will not have to pay for 2020 or for 2021.
He added that the amnesty also reduces the fee for work permits by 60% and residencies by 50% for a period of 3 months. The amnesty is scheduled to end on September 30th, after which the fees revert to the original cost. Persons who have already paid full cost on their work permits and residencies will be exempted from payment in 2023. Political leader of the St. Kitts Nevis Labour Party, Dr. Terence Drew, has called for free and fair elections in St. Kitts and Nevis. Dr. Drew was speaking following a freedom march on Friday through the streets of Bastille. The marchers held placards voicing their various concerns. In his call for elections, Dr. Drew suggested the lifting of entry restrictions for nationals returning to the country, the immediate announcement of an election date, and a clean voters list for the conduction of elections. Earlier, both Chief Medical Officer Dr. Hazel Laws and Medical Chief of Staff at the Joseph and France General Hospital, Dr. Cameron Wilkinson, said entry protocols cannot be lifted at this time due to rising COVID-19 cases, both in the Federation and our source markets. General elections are constitutionally due by early August. After the break, Plastic Free July activities are underway, and Carnival Queen to participate in Miss JC's this month.